Hello friends. Now in today's session we'll be discussing about how we can use or how we can program Java using Visual Source Code. Visual Source Code is a popular IDE. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment, developed by Microsoft. Earlier to Visual Source Code, we need to use various IDEs like NetBeans, Eclipse, Maven, and many more. PyCharm and many more IDEs you might be aware about. Now different compilers, different IDEs, and in this manner it was very tough to install and manage all the softwares for programming in the different environment. So in the developers community now it's very popular IDE, and that IDE called as Visual Source Code. Once you install Visual Source Code, you can do the Python programming, you can do the C++ programming, you can do the Java programming, you can do the .NET programming. Obviously it's a IDE developed by Microsoft, so it will be supportive for all. You can do the PHP programming, every possible. Means like the advantage of Visual Source Code is once you install and configure this Visual Source Code, you have to just search for the extension and install the softwares, and you can develop the applications of that all the leading languages. Now as you know that for the development of Java, up till now Edit Plus, NetBeans, Eclipse, Maven, and many more different IDEs are there, and we were using for the productions of Java applications. But today my session is dedicated to how we can install Visual Source Code, how we can install Java, how we can configure Java, how we can install Visual Source Code Java installer, and then start developing programs using Java. Because of the popularity in the developers community, we must explore Visual Source Code and applications of Java using Visual Source Code. Let's go for the session now, right? So guys, to develop Java applications using Visual Source Code, we'll be needing three softwares. I already downloaded all the softwares. I'll be showing you the link and the URLs from where we need to download this all software. The first is Visual Source Code setup for 64 bits, okay, or whichever bit processor you're using. Mostly popularly you might be having a 64-bit processor. So first software we have to install, that is Visual Source Code. Second software we have to install, that is JDK Kit. I'm having JDK 8. Now the latest versions of anywhere Java download, if you type in so you can able to download JDK 11 for Windows, and then Visual VS Code Java installer. These are the three softwares we'll be reading over there. I'll be going one by one. What I said, first of all, we need to download Visual Source Code for Windows. Now I'm using Windows, that's why I'm downloading the Visual Source Code for Windows. What you have to do, you have to open the browser, and then Visual Source Code, you type on the Google Visual Source Code download. You will be reached to the download Visual Source Code link over there. Click on that. Just understand that link has to be the Visual Studio.com link, has to be prefer, and here is the Windows downloader. So Windows 7, 8 or 10, okay, whichever versions you are using. Obviously you will be using the latest one. So you click on that, Once you click on that, you'll be you'll be able to download this Visual Source Code setup and run the setup. And once you run the setup, Visual Source Code will be installed. Just understand that Visual Source Code having a icon like this, and it will be after installations you'll get the Visual Source Code icon over here. So in this manner, the first step we perform, that is how to download the Visual Source Code for Windows and install it, right? Second, download JDK, Java Development Kit 8 or above, any versions. Right now it's a 11, JDK 11 is going on, so you can install it, you can download anything else, any latest one. So again, the same thing, JDK will be installed, will be downloaded, and then you double click on it and install it. So after installing JDK 8 or Java 8, we need to go for set the path. How to set the path? When you install your JDK, you will find that in your PC program files, after installing successfully Java, these folders will be automatically generated or automatically created. Java JDK bin, right? In this bin folder, Java having that all the compilers and all the things are available over here. The library which is required for compiling and debugging the Java programs are available over here. What I need to do, I need to copy this path. What I said, the first you have to download and install JDK. After installing successfully, then you have to set the path. For setting path, you have to go to the program files x86 Java JDK, right, 1.8 and then bin, and then copy that path, and then you have to search for advanced system settings. You have to search for advanced system settings. In the advanced system settings, you have an option of environment variables. I will be explaining you why I am doing this step. And then you select the path. And then here I already set the path. In your system, if the path is not set, then you have to select new and copy that path. You have to select new and copy that path like this. Okay. Here I am not. I'm already okay. If you're not set, then you can set it over here, right? Fine. So after setting that path, and then you click on OK. So and can come out of that system advanced variables, right? Advanced system settings. Okay. Advanced. What I select? First of all, I download JDK. I install JDK. After that, after installations, okay, you go to the program files x86 Java JDK 1.8.5 and bin, and then copy that path, and then advanced system settings, environment variables. Then you select the path and new, and then paste that path and OK. You have to click and come out of it, and then you need to restart the machine. Why we need to restart the machine? Because that path need to be set. At the time of booting, right? So that is what the reasons. First of all, you install the Visual Source Code, then you install JDK and set the path and restart your machine. Clear? After restarting, now your path of program files Java JDK bin is set. Means your system will get that all the Java, JavaC and all the files available for the compilations and debugging, right? Okay. Now the third step. Now your machine having Visual Source Code, your machine having Java installed and the path set, and the third step what you need to follow, that is you will be needing Visual Source Code Java installer. Visual Source Code Java installer. So for that reason, you need to download again Java using Visual Source Code. Okay, if you search for Java using Visual Source Code, Java using Visual Source Code, and search for it. I'm searching for the particular site, Visual Source Code Java installer. Okay. Yes, here it is. Visual Source Code Java installer. Then you'll get the link Java in Visual Source Code. You click on that link. Then the site will open, and then here is the download Visual Source Code Java pack installer. You click on this, download Visual Source Code. What I did, I use the keyword Visual Java in Visual Source Code or Visual Source Code Java installer, Java Visual Source Code installer. Then you will then you find the link over there in the visualstudio.com, and here you have to select the download Visual Source Code Java pack installer. Once you download this, you'll get the installer available over here, VS Code Java installer. Okay, and then double click on it, and when you install it successfully, now you have a Visual Source Code, you have a JDK, and you have a Visual Source Code Java installer. Right now you are ready for developing the programs over there. I'll just reiterate the steps what we need. Visual Source Code for Windows, you need to download and install. Then you need to install JDK kit, download and install. After installing, set the class path of that JDK bin, and then restart the machine. And then you have to install Java for Visual Source Code installer. Right? You can search for this, and then you download and install it. After that, your machine is actually having Visual Source Code, and which is configured even with the Visual with the Java over there. Let's open the Visual Source Code now. Here it is. I open the Visual Source Code. Now, while working on the Visual Source Code, what you have to do? First thing, you open the folder, right? And you create the folder over here. I create a folder here. Already create the folder called as VS Java test. I create the folder called as VS Java test. So open that folder. That folder is already open. I was testing that some of the codes over here. So here, once you open that while working with the Visual Studio, you have to open the project firstly. Open the project in the sense you have to open the folder firstly. So you can go with the file, open folder. You can create a like in the any specific drive, you can create a new folder and open it. Right. After that, here we are in the VS Java test folder, and you create the new file. Give the name of the file. Let's say prg program2.java. I already tested program 1, so I'm going with program2.java and hit enter. Right. Once you create the program2.java, right, automatically public class program2 will be developed. If you need, you can keep it as it is, or otherwise you can. Okay, what you need to do, you import, as you already know that how we can write the same basics Java programs over there. My test Java program. Okay, and then here I'm writing, let us say I'm going to import java.lang.star. Okay, class, any class you can, test class you are developing, and right, you're writing public static void main, and here argl string arguments. Okay, once you, I'll be explaining in the later sessions what is public static void main and all, but in Java you have to import the package, because my agenda and the motive for today, how we can configure the visual source code with the Java and start developing the program over there. So import java.lang.star, Java test class test I developed, and then I write a main method over here. Okay, and here if I from the message system is a class, system dot out dot println. Okay, welcome to, let's say welcome to Java programming, and okay, fine, I'll be missing semicolon. Okay, I have the semicolon over here, and then here if I directly run it, okay, here what I did, I open a folder, and then in that folder I select the new file. I want to create a new file. I name the file over there. I've named the file as a prg2.java. Then I write the code over here that my first Java test or test Java program for java.lang.star. As you know, okay, this is the package importing, then class test, you know, and then here I develop the main method for it, and then system.println. Okay, as I said, okay, my motive is not to explain you the Java programming. My motive is to how we can develop and run the Java programs using Visual Source Code. Okay, so if I run it over here, everything will be automatically done over here. Bit failed, want to continue. Okay, fine, I'll be proceeding it. The type test is already fine. Okay, fine. What we need to do, test is already available, so you can change the class prg2. Fine enough, because you saved your project by the prg2, and test class is already might be designed over there in the same package, so that's why. Okay, now you run it again. Now here it is, welcome to Java programming. Right, you'll get the result in the terminal. Okay, if you open the terminal, compile the code again, and you will get the result over welcome to Java programming. Okay, so what again I'll this is the way how we can simply able to develop a Java program and able to compile and run it also. Let us develop another new program from the scratch again. Let's say I will say I'll develop a prg3 .java. You can write any name and hit on it. So prg3 will be developed. Okay, public class. Then here you have to write import java.lang.star. Okay, lang.star, and I'm inputting some data over here. My Java for data input, let's say. So import java.lang.star, then import java.scanner. util is a class, util is a package, and there it was the scanner class, because I want to have input also. So public class prg3, because prg3 is my class name, my project name. Okay, then I will develop a main method, public static void main, and array of string. Okay, for the command line inputs and all. And here you want to take the input, so you create the object of scanner class, scanner sc equals to new scanner system dot in. I'll take the input, then let's say system dot out dot println enter your name. Okay, I'm prompting the user. Then string nm equals to sc dot sc is the object for inputting data, right? Scanner sc equal to new scanner system dot input means it will we have to initialize the scanner object to get the system input. And sc is an object of a scanner class, provides a method called as next to read the string type of data. So when you enter the name, that name will be accepted by scanner object next, and that will be assigned to string name. And then if I ask the system to system dot out dot println, enter your age, int age equals to sc dot to get to accept the integer type of values. There is a method called as next integer. Look at the smart intellect over there. All the methods will be listed. Okay, smart id, and then now you accepted name and age, and then accepted name and age. You want to print something. System dot out dot print the name of the user, that is plus your variables can be commented like this, and comment enter variables, and the age what we are having, that is age, right? So here my program ends over here. What my second program is I developed to read the data from the user like a name and age, and then I'm able to print it again over here. As I said, my motive is not to take a session on the Java. My motive is to how I can build the Java programs and how I can, using Visual Source Code, how I can compile and debug it, right? So if you go to the main method on the top, you find the run and debug. If you run it, if your code is proper, then it will directly ask you enter your name. Let's say ABC, and what's your age? Maybe 12, and then okay, let's say your name and age will be printed over here. So hope you understand the things, right? Because if you are a Java programmer and you want to migrate to Visual Source, but up till now you are using NetBeans, you are using Eclipse and all. But as I said, okay, Visual Source Code ID is much more popular in the developers community nowadays. So what I want to do over there, we need to install Visual Source Code, we need to install JDK kit, okay, we need to set the class path, and then need to install a Visual Source Code Java installer, and then you create the project, you create the folder, and then develop the programs, and you can able to debug and run the programs over there, right? Let us test one other program over here. Okay, here is the new file, maybe prg4. I'm like following some sequence for developing programs to recollect it. So prg4.java. Okay, so the prg4 class will be automatically developed over here. What I'm going to do here, import java lang.start. Okay, if I am developing another class over here, let's say, and scanner also for import is a java dot util is a package, and thus there the scanner class is there to get the input from the user. Let us say I'm developing class ABC, right? And here in this class I'm having a method. Let's say, okay, just instead of that, okay, we'll develop Java program to read a number and find factorial. Okay, so we'll develop a class called as factor. Okay, and here I will write a method, public integer method called as find factor. I'm developing, and it will accept a number as an argument, and then here what I will do, I'll declare variable called as int f equals to 1, while the value of n remains more than 0. Okay, f into equals to n, as you already know the process of finding factorial. Because what is factorial? Factorial means a number you have to reduce one by one till 1 and hold the multiplication of it. So and f equals to 1 because f is going to hold the multiplication of all these numbers, and while the value of n remains more than 0, I multiply that n and reduce one by one that n over that till it remains more than 0, and the resultant f need to return to the calling area. So return f. Now here in this example, I'm just like going to explain you how main class will be different, and how I'm referring the another class and its method in that class over there. So like I develop a class factor, I develop a method called as find factor, where which is defined for finding factorial of any given number. Then I'll be here is the end of method and end of class factor. So you can name it also if required, end of factor. Okay, and then class prg4, and here you develop the main method public static void main, and here it's yeah, and then you create the object of a scanner. Scanner is c equals to new scanner system.in, and then system dot out dot println, enter the number, and here it's a n equals to sc dot next integer. Okay, and you want to find out the factorial of the given number. Then so what you have to do, you create the instance factor f equals to new factor, you create the object of a factor class, and then system dot out dot println factorial of the n was a number of which you want to find the factorial, and the actual factorial that is f dot find factor and n as an argument you pass on. Means you give a call to the method which belong to factor class. Now here is the factor class, and the factor class I define a instance method called as public integer find factor, and which accept the number and find the factorial of it and return the value. Here in the prg4 I accepted that value from the user and then create the instance of factor and give a further find factor method. Right? Let us run this, and then prg4 to find this way. Class public that is not required anyway because it has the same scope. So you run the code and check it out what it's saying. Okay, here it is, system dot out. Comma was there, and that's why they okay, no issues. Here it is. Enter a number. If you enter 5, there was not big error over there because instead of dot there was a comma appeared over there. Anyway, enter number 5. So when it will accept data from you, and then it will find the fact. It will go to the call goes to the find factor method, and find factor method will be able to find the factorial of a given number and return that value with that. Right? So hope you understand it. My agenda is for today's session is to how we can install, how we can a visual source code, how we can configure Java, and how we can develop the programs, right? So we can successfully able to install Visual Studio Java, have a configuration settings with the Java for setting class path and all, and then we install Java installer for Visual Source Code, and then we go to the Visual Source Code, create a folder, open the files in that, and then we code that all the Java programs. And in the main above main method, you will find the run and debug options. Debug means, okay, step by step you can able to debug, that we learn in later stages. But run it means that entire Java programs you can able to into that, right? So hope you understand everything clear. So in this manner we can deal with Java applications with a popular IDE, okay, Visual Source Code over there. Thank you.